offense. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What? 180! You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, it's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid. Kill, kill, kill. Back, back, back.
Now it's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Ben Banogu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's complete. Stills. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Middle.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
What we got?
Melange. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return will stop right around the 25. Parker unable to get that one.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Goff on 3rd down. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Goff on 1st down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pour him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Balaj. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll run here with Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, Orbit.
On 2nd and goal, Rosen. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Balaj. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They run with Hines. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. To throw is Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
20. Check, 47. Stay with your man.
To throw again on second down. Goff. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Middle. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Stop your. Bravo. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
You think you want me? Monday. You think you want me? Hey, Charlie. 58 to Mike. Target.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Rosen will throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Rosen now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's first and 10.
53, check 53. Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He will push his way down to about the 14. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's
58 to money. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Now a handoff looking right. There's a nice move. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point, this one away, and off it goes. And this one. Will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on second and 3. Brissett gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Campbell.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Well, that's the play you work on each and every week. Your offense taking a knee at the end means you've won the ball game. But how about the defensive effort? A shutout, pitching a shutout, they're going to feel great about themselves.
They're going to feel really great about themselves. A big goose egg on the scoreboard. Nice job defensively.
Yeah, I say dinner on the defensive coordinator tonight.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Miami, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. Down, steady, right 25. Right 54, down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. The former seventh-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 44-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
51, Tom, go. Let's go.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry, 40 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Bo Jackson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
11. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the 38, Luck throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Luck. Buying time to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, dude.
Off of play action, Luck. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th. Luck. That is caught inside the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Luck escaping. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that'll set him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Now it's Ryan. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it, he's going to catch it, When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense, but if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Love. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. To the air again, Luck. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They snap it to Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On second down, it's Jackson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, it's Love. eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
20. Hey, Delta. Check Mike 54. Hey, Mike. Ready? No. Face.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Derrick Henry, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Henry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And caught left side, Olsen. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the... We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Here we go, here we go. Ready? Check 53, me and you all game. All game.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
McKinnon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Check 59. We don't want this. Check 59. Mike is single.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running from the gun, Johnson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
56, check 56. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. He's checking, he's trapped.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, now Garoppolo. Able to get away. going to go down again. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him in sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Here we go.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Logan, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Room here to run. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Garoppolo finding Goodwin and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Zoom. Watch out. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Murray. Middle of the field, he's got Butler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Murray with a 3rd and long. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Shifts by him. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they start the 2nd half with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Murray now on first down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Johnson. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Logan. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Check, 43. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Second down, McKinnon. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Better bring it.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
We got this.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 56. Magic. Here we go, D. Mike 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And an alley to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 64 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right here, right here.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go. 180.
A gain of 13 yards.
Down to lose 1.
And a 49er first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Toss play to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Cardinals, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield now. And this is complete. It's Allen. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Daddy, 21.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Coming again. 158. Slam. Begin.
Here's Ryan. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
59, ready.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Team 6. Team 6. He's coming. 54, south.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run with Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
54, south.
They go play action with Ryan. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. The kick by Marr is good. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football.
He's got him in, complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Well, the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He's going to let this one go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Allen has it, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Second and 3.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone. Marr able to put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
50, let's go. Hey, 59, ready. Got it.
Now Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Mike 50, Mike 51, Sam.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one to the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's got Adams on the hook out. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Draw play, Cohen. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ryan. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Ryan. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And Allen's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, express! 22!
To throw again. Ryan. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And Olsen over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Here's Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Check. Alert!
Mayfield to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Ryan to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking for Edelman there, but now it'll be third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Switch 11. Switch. 21.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.